Today, SVS makes a dozen different models of subwoofers, ranging in size from what most people consider to be normal for a subwoofer to a top-of-the-line model that is closer in size to a washing machine. SVS even still pays homage to their original subwoofers with two models in large cylindrical shape. In this SVS subwoofer comparison and overview, we'll go over some of the same characteristics those subwoofers share, then get into the differences in the various models to help you find out what will work best for your home theater or music system. If you want to read the full article on all of the SVS subwoofers, head over to audioadvice.com by clicking the link in the description. There, we will take a deeper dive into each sub and explain in more detail the similarities and differences between all of the models. Along with this article, you'll find hundreds of other reviews, comparisons, buyer's guides, and so much more. Now, let's get started. All of the SVS subwoofers have a bass driver capable of a great deal of movement. The voice coils SVS uses are larger in diameter than you will typically see as well, which allows them to move such a distance but stay linear. The top-of-the-line model has an 8-inch diameter voice coil, which is by far the largest we have ever seen in a residential subwoofer. To move those massive drivers with speed and accuracy requires a lot of amplifier power. Every single SVS subwoofer has a larger Class D amplifier than you would expect to see for its price range. Even the entry-level 1000 series at under $500 has an amp capable of producing 300 watts of continuous power and 700 watts of peak power. Being able to customize the output of a subwoofer to better fit with your room's acoustic characteristics is a huge plus. Starting with the 2000 series and above, you get a great app that connects to the sub via Bluetooth. The app gives you a lot of cool ways to adjust and tweak your sub to best fit your setup. We touch on each of these features in our full review at audioadvice.com. Now, let's take a look at the 5 different model ranges in the SVS line. As we go through these, you will see ported and sealed subwoofer options throughout the lineup. This is one of the first decisions you should make. As a general rule, the sealed enclosure model will provide you with faster and more tuneful bass response, while the advantage of a ported cabinet is its ability to play much louder. We'll start with the 1000 series, which has 2 models. The ported version uses a 10-inch driver, while the sealed model uses a 12-inch driver. Both of these 2 models use the SVS Sledge 300-watt amplifier, which is capable of 700 watts on peaks. Like most of the ported and sealed versions from SVS, there is a big physical difference in the size of these two. The sealed SB1000 is pretty small, with its cabinet measuring around a 13-inch cube. The ported PB1000 is far larger, with a cabinet that is roughly 19 inches deep and tall and 15 inches wide. These are the only 2 models that do not work with the SVS app, but at their starting price point of under $500, you just can't beat the values these provide. To help this model blend in better with your room, SVS offers the SB1000 in 3 finishes: black ash, and for $100 more, you can get a piano gloss black or gloss white. The PB1000 is only available in black ash. Now, we'll look at the Pro 2000 series. When you first glance at the SB2000 sealed model, you might wonder why it costs almost twice as much as the SB1000. They both appear to be in a similar cabinet with a 12-inch woofer, but there is a world of difference in the 2 models. SVS developed a special 12-inch woofer for this series. While we will not get into all of the technical details here on the differences, suffice it to say, the only thing similar about the 2 woofers is they are both 12 inches in diameter. The voice coils, magnet structure, basket cone, wiring, and more are all in a different league. There are only 3 models in the Pro 2000 series: the sealed cabinet SB2000 Pro, the ported PB2000 Pro, and finally, there's a throwback model to the original SVS subs, the PC2000 Pro, which is their ported cylinder-shaped subwoofer. All 3 models use a Sledge 550-watt power amp capable of 1500 watts on peaks. The SB2000 Pro is about a 15-inch cube and weighs in close to 50 pounds. This will likely be the go-to subwoofer for a lot of systems. It is well under $1,000, can deliver bass down to 17 Hz, and produce up to 121 dB of pressure at 30 Hz. But what if you want even more bass impact? The PB2000 Pro has 2 large ports and is in a cabinet that weighs in at 64 pounds and is almost 2 feet tall, 20 inches wide, and 19 inches deep. This guy can produce bass down to 16 Hz and put an astounding 128.3 dB at 30 Hz. For those of you who want the impact of the ported sound but do not quite have the space, SVS offers the PC2000 Pro, which is a cylinder version of the PB2000 Pro. It is about 17 inches wide by 34 inches tall. The PC2000 Pro will set you back $50 more over the PB2000 Pro, but it comes with the SVS SoundPath Subwoofer Isolation System, which in itself is a $50 value. The PB and PC2000 Pro also come with plugs for the ports if you want to fine-tune it more with your room. To our ears, the SB2000 Pro offers a ton of performance for the money and might be the best value in the entire series. For the 3000 series, SVS took everything they have in their special driver used for the 2000 Pro series and added a few more tricks. First, it's a 13-inch high excursion woofer, and the first in the line to use a flat-inch wound voice coil, which reduces mass and improves driver efficiency. You'll have 800 watts of continuous power and 2500 watts peak power on hand with both models. Even the sealed SVS SB2000 can produce bass down to 18 Hz and put out almost 127 dB at 30 Hz, which is just astonishing. While the sealed SB3000 uses a large 13-inch woofer, SVS kept the cabinet pretty compact in size as it's basically a 15-inch cube. The ported PB3000 is $400 more due to its much bigger cabinet at about 22 inches high, 18 inches wide, and 26 inches deep. This is one big subwoofer. The PB3000 goes down to 16 Hz and produces almost 133 dB of SPL at 30 Hz. Needless to say, we would not recommend this one for an apartment. Like the other series, we do prefer the sealed model here as well. It is super fast and tight, which makes it a great choice for both music and home theater. With the 4000 series, we're starting to get into the realm of huge subwoofers. The three models incorporate a lot of trickle-down tech from the legendary SVS16 Ultra series. All of them use a massive 13.5-inch woofer with edge-wound voice coils. As you might expect, the power increases with the 4000 series, going to 1200 watts of continuous power with 4000 watts of peak power. SVS adds some pretty neat power control when you get to the 4000 models. The circuitry they call active power factory correction does line conditioning, surge suppression, and voltage regulation, allowing the amp to deliver its full power potential even if you have some swings on your power line. They also added a ground isolation circuit to help prevent ground loops. And speaking of AC power, the 4000 series can pull up to 1200 watts out of the wall. So we advise a dedicated circuit for these if possible. All three models add balanced inputs and outputs along with the RCA connections, and you'll get a heads-up display on the 4000 models to show you the mode it's in. Even the sealed SB4000 is pretty serious in size, weighing in at 102 pounds in a box that is roughly 18 inches tall and wide and 21 inches deep. Stepping up to the ported versions raises the price around $400. The PB4000 is almost 2 feet tall, 20 inches wide, and a whopping 30 inches deep. So you better plan your space out properly if you are considering one of these. The PC4000 offers the same sonic output as the PB4000, and for many people may be the better physical option for their room, as it's a 44-inch tall, 16.5-inch cylinder, making its footprint far smaller than the PB4000, although the PB4000 does outperform it in ultimate low end and extension. This also comes with the SVS SoundPath Subwoofer Isolation System like the PC2000. All of these three models are very impressive, with the 3 dB down point being 19 Hz, 13 Hz, and 15 Hz for the cylinder. Output is equally as impressive at 30 Hz of 126.8, 134.5, and 131.1 dB. And last, but certainly not least, we have the 16 Ultra series. If you have made it this far, you're probably looking for the last subwoofer you will ever need to buy. As the model number says, these use a huge 16-inch woofer that has an 8-inch flat round voice coil. These can pull 1500 watts out of the wall when they are going full speed, so a dedicated circuit is definitely recommended. The powerful MOSFET amp can deliver 1500 watts continuous power of 5000 watts on peaks to satisfy even the most dynamic thunderclap. These both have all of the same features as the 4000 series, with a nice heads-up display and full app control. Physically, these are absolute monsters. The SB16 Ultra weighs in at 122 pounds and is roughly a 20-inch cube. That makes it pretty easy to place in most home theaters, but you will definitely need help moving it. The PB16 Ultra is another story. It looks more like a small refrigerator. It's 174 pounds of solid subwoofer in a box that is 25 inches tall, 22 inches wide, and 31 inches deep. Spec-wise, they are both really impressive, with the SB getting down to 16 Hz and the PB going all the way down to 13 Hz. The SB can put out just shy of 130 dB at 30 Hz, while the PB can produce almost 137 dB. These are some seriously staggering numbers. When you look at all the technical advancements SVS put into the subwoofer driver and MOSFET amp for these, it becomes very hard to believe they can sell them for what they do. The SB16 Ultra is a great choice for reference home theater and music systems. If on the other hand, you want a sub that reaches down into the infrasonic levels, the PB16 Ultra is an excellent choice. We hope this overview of the SVS subwoofers has helped you understand which model might be the best for your system. There are a lot of choices, which is why we are here for you to help you with your decision. Please feel free to reach out to us over the phone, chat with us on our website, or email us with any questions. And if you're lucky enough to live near one of our North Carolina stores, please drop in to experience the sound of these SVS subwoofers. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more great home audio and home theater content. We'll see you next time.